We are live streaming on YouTube, and tonight, preparing for deep sleep with Monique. Welcome, Monique.
Hi, thank you for having me. Right, so welcome everyone. Tonight, I would say tonight, it might be daytime when you're watching this, but I want to talk about sleep because it's one of the things everybody does, but it's also one of the things that we kind of subconsciously take for granted. And I just like to remind people of the importance of sleep. So there are many articles written and many studies done on sleep and how important it is to us and how the lack of sleep can really negatively affect us, be it physically, mentally and emotionally. So there are many articles on it, but this one I think is pretty straightforward, user-friendly, easy to understand. So I'm going to read this to you now. So how important is sleep? Sleep is often not taken too seriously by many people. Even half the people who know they have a sleeping disorder like sleep apnea still refuse to help themselves. Sleeping is not something that only determines whether you're tired or alert. To put it simply, sleep can save your life. That's how important it is. Sleep is needed so everything in your body and mind can work correctly. Without it, or the continuous lack of, you could be flirted with death. If you can sleep well, be thankful that you can. 50 to 70 million people suffer from insomnia. That's in the country. They can't fall asleep or stay asleep for long. So to them, sleep is a luxury, while to others, it's something, as I said before, taken for granted or abused. So just how important is sleep? So let's go over the long-term effects of not getting proper sleep. So firstly, the brain. The first signs you may be aware of, if you get less than 6 hours sleep, and I've been there, you feel tired, forgetful, irritable, and just not on the top of your game. In the long term, everyone around you would notice bad job performance, perhaps, mood swings. It can lead to depression, and it could turn you into the person that you don't really want to be around. And there was a study done on this by the Mental Health Foundation that found that people that didn't get enough sleep were 4 times as likely to suffer from lack of concentration, have relationship problems, and be 3 times more likely to be depressed and 2.6 times more likely to commit suicide. And the bottom line is brain function, as we know, is critical. And without proper sleep, the brain can't regenerate properly. All of the body regenerates when we sleep. So it's important for every part of ourselves to get sleep, including the heart. And the statistic is overwhelming, but the University of Warwick did a study and they found that, it's in the US, and they found that getting less than 6 hours of sleep on a continuous basis makes you 48% more likely to die of heart disease and 15% more likely in developing a stroke. And Professor Capuccio, I hope I said his name right, co-author of the study, he said that the trend for late nights and early mornings, it's like a ticking time bomb for your health. And I know that in childhood and when we're teens, we don't think about that for a minute. I've gone, weekends, all-nighters and all that, and felt proud of myself that I managed to do it all without getting sleep. Because when you're that young, you don't really think about it. But if you're over 65, you're 83% more likely to have high blood pressure, which increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. Weight is one of the things that I specialize in, and it's just as important for the sake of your weight to get sleep. Many studies have been done with a relation to weight, because let's be honest, many people aren't that concerned about their weight. They're more, they're more concerned with their weight than their sleep. That's it. The good news is that lack of sleep does increase your chances of obesity. The bad news is that you do not believe sleep is all important, but your weight is. So then you're not helping your weight problem by not getting the proper sleep, which ideally is 7 to 9 hours. That's the magic margin. The reason for weight gain is that the longer you're awake, obviously the hungrier you become, because you're doing more, you're awake longer, you need to sustain yourself longer, and then you have the opportunity to eat more often. So that would naturally happen. Your body needs energy to keep going. So if you're staying up for long hours, the more energy it will require. It also affects the length of your life. Many studies have been completed on the relation to longevity and sleep. Professor Kevin Morgan from Loughborough University, his sleep research team says that, quote, "Those that sleep 7 to 9 hours live longer than those who sleep shorter or even longer than 7 to 9 hours. That's why it's the magic margin. You're 12% more likely to die over a 25-year period if you're not getting enough sleep or too much sleep. So the longer you do it, the worse the problem. The longer you go without sleep, the worse the problem becomes. And one other important issue, of course, is your immune system. Without it working, without it functioning, you wouldn't be here. It keeps us safe, it keeps us alive. Another interesting correlation Professor Morgan found was that when you are sleep deprived, your immune system does become weaker. And he first discovered this by testing rats. And then he tested humans, and they had work shifts at night, i.e. bad sleeping habits, and were more common in night workers. And the study showed that you're more likely to get sick if you don't get enough sleep. So in final, sleep can literally save your life and others. Why others? So according to the CDC in the US, 1 in every 25 adults report that they fall asleep at the wheel at least once a month. And that results in an estimated 6,000 fatal crashes a year. And if you have trouble sleeping, there are many natural tips you can try. And one of them is where RTT comes in. So I've got a little treat for you for those who struggle to sleep, deprive themselves of sleep. And it has happened in many a case, including in my case, just not had the opportunity to sleep for as long as I would like. You know, I keep saying it, but having the children that I have, sometimes I would love to sleep and I just don't get the opportunity because the little angels are keeping me awake at night. So what I've got here is a recording that I made. It's an RTT recording, so it eases you gently into a really deep state of relaxation, and it's that theta state that you get into just before you fall asleep. And you can program your mind, if you go without sleep, to absolutely train yourself to be able to sleep on a regular basis every night. Even if you've got a really active mind and you've got a lot on your mind and you've got a lot to worry about, you can get yourself into that deep state of relaxation, and then sleep will follow on. And the more you listen to the recording, the more you train your brain to go back to that blueprint that you had, because every baby sleeps, they can sleep when you're vacuuming, they can sleep when in the car with the TV on, and it takes you back to that blueprint that you had when you were able to sleep, at the drop of a hat without a problem. So if it's daytime when you're listening to this, you can have a snooze and listen to it, or you can just, stand up. I don't think it'll make you fall asleep if you're sitting up, and just listen to it, listen to my voice. If it resonates with you, then all good, and you can use it to your to your delight, to your whatever's necessary, however many times is necessary. But I would say, if you actually have a sleep issue, use it, listen to it every night for at least 21 days, because you do rewire your brain and train your brain so that it sets in, so you get into the habit of falling asleep every day, every night on a regular basis. So I'm just going to find the recording for you. Just make yourself comfortable. You're lying down comfortably. Your feet are not quite touching. Preferably lying with your hands also not touching, and your palms facing upward. And even though it could be dark, I want you to roll up your eyes as if you're trying to look into your own eyebrows. Just fix your eyes at a real or imagined spot over your head, just for a few seconds. And I want you to keep your eyes glued to that real or imagined spot and breathe in and breathe out. And keeping your eyeballs rolled up, just again, breathe in and out. And just one more time. Breathe in, keeping your eyeballs up, right up. And keeping your eyeballs fixed to that spot, just close your eyes now, slowly down, right down. And just allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. You don't need to do anything, just allow that drift, that floating feeling to continue. Whenever we sleep, our eyeballs roll up, and just rolling up your eyeballs while closing down the lids is taking your body to a place where sleep is coming to you. After a while, you can let your eyeballs go wherever they want to. It's only important to roll them up initially, and you've done that. Now I want you to simply imagine that you're looking down 10 steps. You can drop your chin just a fraction so that you get that same looking down feeling that you might get as you look over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. So picture 10 steps down now, down to somewhere safe, somewhere calm, somewhere beautiful. So right now you're moving on to step 10. As each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you allow yourself to go deeper. You're taking step 9 and step 8, and you can see your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet treading each step as you move down and drift down, travel down to an even deeper level. You're taking step 7. You're going deeper into an awareness of yourself. And you're taking step 6, drifting way down deep. You're taking step 5. You're halfway down. Just allow yourself to go deeper. You're taking step 4. As each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 3 and step 2 as you gently, calmly, easily move on over to an even deeper level. And you're taking step 1, just allow your mind to drift, to sink, to float, to sleep deeply. You're moving into a sleep of the nervous system, which is going to easily carry you into a deep sleep. It will take you right through until the right time to wake up. As you listen, as you hear my voice, sleep is coming to you. It's descending upon you. Now you came onto this planet as a baby, and you could sleep anywhere, in the light, in the dark, in the noise, sitting up, lying down, in someone's arms. And even as I speak, your brilliant subconscious mind is remembering how perfectly you slept as a baby, as a toddler, as a child. As your brilliant subconscious mind remembers all of that, it's literally recreating it. While your subconscious mind remembers how easy it is for you to sleep. Your subconscious mind remembers and recreates that. And your conscious mind is forgetting everything else. You're remembering everything that you need to remember, and you're forgetting everything that you need to forget. You're remembering that you came onto the planet able to sleep perfectly. Return to that blueprint. Sleep is a skill that you were born with, that you are so easily regaining with practice. I want you to imagine right now that you're simply looking down at your feet, and you're looking down at your toes. Now you're looking right through your toes into the muscles, In your imagination, you're tracing those muscles back to the ball of your foot, back into the arch, and way back into the heel. And in your imagination, you're turning those muscles in your feet completely loose. So they become just like rubber bands, totally relaxed. Just like the strands of cooked spaghetti. As the muscles in your feet relax and become heavy and let go, you're letting your mind relax too. You're drifting off to an easy feeling of deep relaxation. That feeling of deep relaxation is moving from the soles of your feet and up into your ankles. It's moving up into your calves. Your calf muscles are becoming so absolutely heavy. As the muscles in your legs relax, you're letting go. You're letting your mind relax, just the way it relaxes at night when you are sleeping. That feeling of deep, muscular, heavy relaxation is moving from your calves to your knees. And it's moving into the long thigh muscles. It's moving into the hips. It's moving into the stomach, the solar plexus, the center of nervous energy. Every muscle in your body is relaxing as you let go. As the muscles in your body relax, your mind is relaxing too. Because you know you are safe. You know you are protected. You're going deeper into a kind of slumber. You're drifting and letting go. Up through the ribs, your muscles are relaxing perfectly. You're beginning to breathe deeply, just the way you breathe when you're sleeping. Now across your shoulders, the muscles are relaxing. Tensions are draining off of you. You are going deeper with every sound you hear. You hear your heartbeat. The sound of your own breathing just carries you deeper and further into sleep. You're going deeper with every sound you hear. With every breath you take, you're drifting deeper, further and sounder into sleep. All across your shoulders, the muscles are so totally relaxed from your shoulders down to the elbows. Your muscles in your arms are relaxing completely. From the elbows down to the wrists, your forearms feel so incredibly heavy. From the wrists to the fingertips of each hand. Now all around your neck, the muscles are letting go. Your neck muscles are the first to tighten and the very last to relax. So you can feel that complete looseness now in your neck, which is a sign that you are deeply, perfectly relaxing, and that sleep is beginning to descend upon you. Sleep is coming to you like a thick, comfortable blanket, covering you, protecting you, taking you deeper, sounder, further into sleep. From the nape of your neck to the very base of your spine, each muscle, each nerve, each vertebrae is relaxing perfectly, all across your upper back and all across the small of your back. Every muscle is relaxing in perfect sequence as sleep comes to you, descends upon you, stays with you right through until the morning. All across your forehead, the muscles are so relaxed. Across the top of your skull, across the crown of your head, every muscle is so relaxed. Even your eyebrows are relaxing. Your eyelids feel so incredibly heavy, as if they've been fused shut, sealed shut, locked together. Just the thought of opening your eyes is something you simply cannot be bothered with right now. Up through the nose, each nerve is getting way, way, way relaxed, giving way and relaxing. All around your mouth, your teeth are not quite touching. You can imagine this wonderful mist coming from your nose and mouth every time you exhale. That mist that you see coming out of people's mouths on really cold days. You can imagine that you're exhaling this wonderful white mist, and every time you exhale this mist, you're freeing yourself of tension and going deeper and sounder into sleep. So breathe in relaxation, breathe out tension. Right now you are drifting deeper, sounder, further into sleep. Sleep is a skill that you were born with. You are easily regaining with practice. The more you hear my voice, the more rapidly sleep comes to you. It stays with you. As you go deeper, you can feel your surroundings supporting you. You can literally feel yourself sinking in. You are drifting so deeply into sleep. Sleep is nature's restorer. You are sleeping wonderfully, deeply, soundly. You dream the most healing, wonderful dreams. You love sleeping. When you wake up in the morning, you will feel so wonderfully refreshed. And you know that you were born with a perfect sleeping skill. Sleeping perfectly is your birthright. It's a skill that you were born with, that you're regaining, reactivating, reclaiming, and remanifesting it every night. Every night, as you hear my voice, sleep comes to you. It stays with you. It's a part of you. You sleep perfectly and wonderfully. You sleep soundly. You sleep right through the night, every night. And if you ever wake up because of a noise, a sound, or a disturbance at any time at all, you're able to once again roll your eyes up, take 3 deep breaths, and then keeping your eyeballs up, you'll then close your eyes down, take those gentle 10 steps down to peace and tranquility, and you'll know that immediately sleep returns to you. When you go to bed, sleep comes to you so quickly. It stays with you right through the night, and you're able to enjoy many hours of deep, restoring, relaxing, and unbroken sleep. You have wonderful powers of sleep. You sleep deeply. You sleep soundly. You sleep perfectly. You can sleep in noise, in light. You can sleep on a train or a plane or in the back of a car. You can sleep anywhere. You can sleep in a chair or in a bed, any bed. Whether you're at home or traveling, you sleep deeply, soundly, and perfectly. And your mind picks up when you're ready to sleep, and then sleep comes to you and stays with you. It comforts you, and it absolutely rejuvenates you and your inner mind. As your inner mind locks into these words and accepts them, you find it so easy to go to bed, roll up your eyes, follow these instructions, and you just notice how quickly sleep comes to you. Long, long before my voice has tailed off and stopped speaking, you're enjoying deep sleep, proper nighttime sleep, and you will enjoy wonderful, healing dreams. Your inner mind is accepting these suggestions, and you're so aware that you have a perfect sleep pattern. So every night you're motivated, conditioned, happy to be able to sleep so quickly. And you stay asleep at night. You get into bed and sleep comes straight to you. It stays with you for as many hours as you need. And when you sleep so deeply that you are always fully refreshed, revitalized, rejuvenated. You enjoy hours of unbroken sleep. You're programming your body and your mind and your psyche to make this happen for you. You have the power to influence your body, and you're using that power, accessing that power, directing and commanding the sleep pattern of your body to work perfectly. to go back to the original blueprint. Your body is controlled by your mind. And as you hear these words, you can simply drift into such a deep state of relaxation. Your body is controlled by a network of intelligence, which is influenced by your own mind. And your beautiful, brilliant inner mind takes you to the place where you're changing your sleep patterns for the better. You're activating within yourself the most perfect, deep sleep patterns. You're developing perfect patterns of sleeping quickly, sleeping deeply, sleeping right through until your required wake-up time. You are easily communicating with the intelligence of every part of your body. You're directing sleep to come to your body as designed. To sleep every night, your body relaxes, your mind unwinds. Your mind unwinds and your body relaxes. You are communicating with your sleep pattern, with the intelligence within you that knows when to sleep. And you're directing your body to sleep perfectly, deeply, soundly. Your body is responding as you direct it, command it, instruct it to give you the perfect habit that you were born with. And when you were little, you slept perfectly, and you're reactivating this memory. You're improving your sleeping perfectly right now. Every night when you think those thoughts, you're massively improving your sleep. When you think these thoughts, you hear these words, and you drift into blissful sleep. You're responding perfectly to these direct mental commands, and you sleep perfectly. As you relax and take in these words, you know that your mind is responding to the pictures you're making. You sleep perfectly. You sleep wonderfully. Everything is in the right place at the right time, conditioning you to deep sleep. You think and see and believe in your mind's ability to give you perfect sleep. And your mind is influencing your body, and you're influencing your mind in the most perfect way. You see yourself sleeping. You believe in your ability to sleep. And you know that the minute you get down to sleep and you lie down and close your eyes, sleep comes to you and it stays with you. Everything is in the right place at the right time, conditioning, compelling you to sleep. And as you lay down, sleep comes to you so quickly. Sleep is with you. It stays with you. It comforts you. It rejuvenates you. It carries you right through until the morning. Now, as my voice simply tells away, you're beginning to dream the most wonderful, healing dreams, and sleep is staying with you. And as I stop speaking, you'll continue sleeping, and you sleep right through until the right time to wake up. You sleep until the required time. You sleep right through the night, every night, feeling wonderful, feeling restored, and you're doing that right now.